You meet someone you genuinely like, and then you slowly disappear. You take longer to reply. You cancel plans. You tell yourself you're just busy. But deep down, you know that's not the real reason. Why is it that the people you care about the most are the ones you quietly move away from? And why does it feel almost automatic? It doesn't look like fear. It looks like hesitation. You overthink small things, a message, a pause, a word choice. Your mind keeps asking, what if I say something wrong? So you wait. But waiting creates distance, and distance slowly becomes disconnection. You replay conversations in your head. You imagine better versions of yourself, more confident, more natural. But that version never shows up in real time. So instead, you stay quiet. And over time, this becomes a pattern, not just behavior, but identity. I'm not good with people. I ruin things. I should stay careful. But here's the contradiction. When you don't care about someone, you don't act like this. You're relaxed, unfiltered, present. So why does it change when it actually matters? This isn't weakness. It's protection. Your brain is not trying to ruin connection. It's trying to protect you from something it believes is dangerous. Because liking someone means emotional exposure, and exposure means uncertainty. Your brain doesn't fear people. It fears what might happen when you let them get close. So it creates distance. Not because you don't care, but because you do. Your brain works like a prediction system. It constantly scans for patterns, especially emotional ones. If you've ever experienced rejection, your brain stores that feeling, not as a memory, but as a warning. So when something similar appears, like a new connection, your brain runs a simulation. What if this ends the same way? This activates avoidance, even if nothing is wrong. Here's the mental model. Closeness, exposure. Exposure, risk. Risk, pain. So your brain interrupts the process before it reaches the end. Then something else happens. You start observing yourself. This is called self-monitoring. You think about how you sound, how you appear, how you're being perceived. Now your attention splits. One part of you is in the conversation, the other part is analyzing yourself. That creates mental overload, and when the brain feels overloaded, it chooses escape, which feels like withdrawal. So what you experience is not random, it's a system. Memory, prediction, avoidance, withdrawal. But if it's a system, it can be changed. Not by forcing confidence, but by changing how your brain interprets the situation. What to do? Catch the moment you start pulling back. Why it works. Awareness activates the brain's regulation system instead of automatic reaction. Example: you feel the urge to delay replying, you pause and recognize it. What to do? Stop treating the interaction as important. Why it works. High emotional value increases fear response. Example: this matters becomes, this is just a moment. What to do? Respond quickly, simply. Why it works. Action prevents mental loops from strengthening. Example: you send a short reply instead of waiting for perfection. What to do? Speak without editing too much. Why it works. Reduces self-monitoring overload. Example: I don't know how to say this becomes enough. What to do? Don't leave immediately when discomfort appears. Why it works. Your brain learns safety through exposure. Example: one more minute. One more message. Your brain is not against you. It's just using old data. Every small action updates that data. Replying sooner, staying present, allowing imperfection. These become new signals. This is safe. And slowly, the pattern shifts. You were never avoiding people. You were avoiding the feeling of being vulnerable. And that makes sense. But not every connection is a repetition of the past. Some are different. But you only discover that if you stay just a little longer. Because sometimes what feels like danger is actually where connection begins.